growing up?
Ronaldinho.
Who's the best player you've ever played with?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who's the best Chelsea player in Premier League history?
There's too many legends. There's quite a few players I could choose, but just for the game, I repeat, just for the game, I would probably go for Didier Drogba.
Who is the most skillful player that you've seen play?
Neymar.
Who has been your favourite winger to watch in the Premier League?
I'd probably say Eden Hazard.
Who's the best dribbler in Premier League history?
If I had to choose one, Thierry Henry.
Who's the first teammate you'd want on your team during training?
Cole Palmer.
Who's the hardest defender you've played against?
Kyle Walker.
Cristiano Ronaldo or Ronaldinho?
I would have to say Cristiano just because of how much he's won in the game.
Neymar or Didier Drogba?
Neymar.
Thierry Henry or Eden Hazard?
Thierry.
Kyle Walker or Cole Palmer?
Cole Palmer.
Cristiano Ronaldo or Neymar?
Cristiano.
Thierry Henry or Cole Palmer?
Thierry.
Cristiano Ronaldo or Thierry Henry?
Cristiano.
You're the second all-time Super Eagles scorer with 23 goals. I mean, you have the chance of being the all-time. Do you think about this?
No, I don't. I really don't care about this. You know, I just want to do my job and try to win games, score goals, do a lot of assists for my team. And then if I equal it, I equal it. If I surpass it, I surpass it. But that doesn't take away that Rashidi Yekini is the greatest striker the Super Eagles has ever had, because this record stood for a very, very long time, and it's still standing. So I think we should really give that man his flower and also celebrate him.
All right, thank you so much, Victor.
Underrated footballers in history. 1. Tom, 284 goals, 273 assists, 35 trophies. 2. Angel Di Maria, 179 goals, 267 assists, 33 trophies. 3. Toni Kroos, 73 goals, 166 assists, 34 trophies. 4. Olivier Giroud, 286 goals, 97 assists, 13 trophies. 5. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, 408 goals, 101 assists, 10 trophies. 6. Bastian Schweinsteiger, 104 goals, 150 assists, 26 trophies. 7. Clarence Seedorf, 139 goals, 133 assists, 19 trophies. 8. Sergio Busquets, 20 goals, 53 assists, 32 trophies. 9. Ronald Koeman, 245 goals, 84 assists, 19 trophies. 10. Gabriel Batistuta, 299 goals, 35 assists, 10 trophies.
So you hear the best footballer of all time: Zidane, Neymar, Ronaldo, Franz Beckenbauer, Maradona, Johan Cruyff, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Pele.
También tenía Lionel Messi
Pele.
y Ronaldinho.
Pele.
Stay silent.
The facelift the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualification ticket, and he has provided and saying that we need to ensure that they are channeled into giving the energy that we really deserve. Ndidi, who admitted that the players put themselves in a precarious situation, has warned that failure to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup would be a massive setback for Nigerian football and also the chance to do so again. He also said in his ex-handle, he said, as much as in conversation with his Super Eagles teammate, Kenneth Omeru, on X from Twitter, as he dwelled on the team's difficult position in the qualifiers. Let's quote Ndidi on the show this morning. He said, "We know we are in a very difficult and critical situation, and we cannot let this slip, because if some players miss out on playing at the World Cup, there might be no other guaranteed opportunity to go for the next World Cup." The Super Eagles currently sit 5th in the Group C with 3 points and 4 games, and then 3 points, 4 matches, or let's say 3 points, okay, 4 matches, 4 points behind joint leaders. Rwanda, South Africa, Benin Republic, and then Lesotho. Nigeria next match are away to Rwanda in Kigali on March 17, and at the home side will play Zimbabwe 7 days later. Wilfred did it rather said, I like this one. It's an open confession. He said, we put ourselves in this situation because we didn't do well in the previous games. But I feel like the qualifying games for the Afcon and qualifying for the Afcon, is one part that we need to get to push ourselves. We are at the Afcon, but we need to be at the World Cup. The Leicester midfielder also said he attended the 2018 World Cup, and he said there was no opportunity to attend one in Qatar. Some of the players who played in 2018 with me are not even in the national team anymore. We have to take this seriously because every player wants to play at the World Cup. We cannot just sit. We cannot just let it slip in our hands. We can't accept that. Ndidi also believes that the team has the quality and the mindset to get back on track, but insists that the players must show their best performances in the remaining matches. Moving on in his conclusion remark, he said, like I recall, there is no excuse going forward. We just have to show our qualities and get the points as much as we can. And that's about Wilfred and Didi. Okay, welcome to the Sports Republic show on Voice of the People TV. I am your host and my name is Kizike. It's on this part that I have to introduce our guest who will be doing this with me on the show. Yes, Henry from the Netherlands. He's always been part of the show, our correspondent as well. And we'll be talking all of this through. So he tells me more and what we need to do and what he makes about this. Henry, if you can hear me, if you already have your in, welcome. Good morning, great to have you join us.
Good morning, Nigerians. It's great to be here.
You don't sound so cool. You sound like what's going on with you, Henry?
I'm here. I'm good.
Okay, I'm good. All right, so let's talk this one. Wilfred and Didi. The World Cup is what every player wants to be at. It's a place everybody wants to play. It's a place everybody wants to, they all want to have a feel of the World Cup. He has been at the World Cup. And if you look at the national team of the Super Eagles now, you find out that you can count those who have been at the World Cup. I don't even think there are more than 8. I don't think so. In that team, I don't think so. But Ndidi was part in 2018, that was Russia. And now he's urging his teammates, let's work together and make this a possibility. World Cup dreams, what does it mean to the Super Eagles players? And this sets some of them that have not been at the World Cup before.
Easy, you see, I like what Wilfred and Didi is saying.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the older players in that team.
Okay.
He's one of those guys we are looking at to motivate the younger guys into actually doing what they're supposed to do for the Super Eagles. Yeah?
Yeah.
And with the way he came out to say it, he is right, because some of those players are not getting any younger. They are not. The World Cup will be in this one that's coming up now that the US is hosting. Yeah?
Yeah.
After this one, some of these players, football is, most of these players have a short career. Football is something most players don't even get up to 20 years to do. Most players are not like the Cristiano Ronaldo of this world, do it consistently for 20 years. Some players have maybe 7 years in the top flight football, and then have to put in their best to make sure that we qualify for the World Cup. And Kizi.
Yeah.
Another thing is that the group we're in, I don't see anything that will make us not to qualify out of that group.
I didn't get it right. You said you don't see any reason why we can't qualify. Is that what you're saying?
I don't see we not qualify out of that. And the giants of Africa, we need to remember, you cannot. Yeah.
Wait, let me even see all this. Sorry, sorry, I'm cutting you off. Giants of Africa. Are we giant of Africa in football?
Maybe not, but
no. Let's even get it right. Let's not confuse ourselves, because people like to say giant of Africa. We've not worked on some teams, the likes of Egypt. You know the story. So I mean, in football, for me, we are not. But I
Kizi,
don't know for
see,
you.
there's always some place to start. We have to start somewhere. That's
Okay.
how I see it. We have to start on. So those teams that have won it, yeah, they don't have two heads. They have the same number of heads as our players. It's 11 men on the pitch competing against another 11 men.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm completely in support of what Ndidi is saying. Look what he's doing now, yeah. He's calling out the team. This is not even putting it on NFF or anybody. He's calling out his teammates. He's telling them, guys, now this is on us. Before we complain NFF and coach, and now NFF has appointed coach for them. So we want to see what they can do in the upcoming match or in the upcoming games this
Okay.
March.
All right, so let me go to this part now. There's a news out there. We saw this yesterday. The Super Eagles, according to reports, NFF have finally paid the Super Eagles the win bonus for their home wins in the 2025 Afcon qualifiers against Libya and Benin Republic, respectively. The team home games are paid in local currency, that's Naira. And then the Super Eagles beat Benin 3-0 and Libya 1-0 in Uyo. Outstanding payments for the 2025 Afcon qualifiers are the away draws with Benin and then Rwanda, as well as the walkover Libya game. Nigeria under caretaker, Coach Augustine Iguava at that point won their qualifying groups game to advance to the Afcon. So we know Morocco, we are here. But let me say this, Henry. I saw this and I felt like I can't keep it within myself. It's made now. Is this one a political thing? Is this like a propaganda? Is this just to show, why is it now that we have the Nigerian Super Eagles new coach? Why now? A payment that should have been paid before now just got paid. So months back and being paid in 2025.
Skizy, this question you're asking me now, yeah? When
Yeah.
you were reading this out, I was just wondering, why does it take so long for our Super Eagles to be paid out? And why thinking from administrative insufficiency?
Okay.
So that's NFF. So insufficiencies within the NFF that's causing all the delays in paying out our players. Yeah. So it could be because of poor financial management within the NFF. I've said it over and over, yeah, that there is no transparency. There's a lack of transparency, yeah, in the NFF. That's why this is when we are finding out that our players have not been paid. Now, Kizzy, going back to what Ndidi said, yeah?
Yeah.
How would you do a job for how many months you have not been paid? You just, so you wake up, you come to work, and then how many months there's no salary, nobody's talking about your salary, and they are still expecting you to put in the effort.
Okay, maybe this one will be a turnaround. Maybe there will be a change now, but I'm just so concerned. Okay, let me even put it straight to you. Let me not bend it. Did the NFF make this payment now because we have a new coach? Just to show him that we don't need to owe our players. Because before the new coach, Éric Chelle, emerged, this debt has been there, installed. Now we have a new coach and they just made a payment. So my question is this payment done because we have Éric on board now? Or so peradventure, if we had never had the coach at this point in time, the payment would have still been kept somewhere?
Look, yeah, as much as I want to slack off the NFF, yeah, I would also commend them because this is showing that they want to turn a new leaf.
Okay.
That's the positive side I'm seeing here. But I hope that NFF would prove us right that they can consistently continue doing this. Yeah, because this one they are rushing to arrange everything now, last minute. You know how we are. NFF is always doing things last minute. We have a match less than 2 months from now. A manager that they were supposed to appoint since May last year. It's not that he was not there; he was free and available. They're appointing him 2 months to our next game. So I just want to let's paint a rainbow all over what they've done in the past and say, okay, they've appointed a manager, they've paid off the players, they are turning a new leaf. But
Okay.
we want to see it consistently happening because if NFF does not consistently continue they have started now.
All right, so let's go August now. But although the Confederation of African Football CAF has August now, but although the Confederation of African Football CAF has postponed the competition originally scheduled by next month until summer, the draw for the final tournament of the 8th African Nations Championship is set to take place in Nairobi, Kenya, and that's on Wednesday evening. Chelle'S appointment comes during a crucial time for Nigerian football. As he prepares to lead the Super Eagles through their upcoming World Cup qualifiers, his experience and leadership will be a key. As he aims to revitalize his team, and he has faced challenges everybody in recent times under different managers. Now, let's say this, Henry. Let me start with the Chan team. They say, I don't even know that word, charity begins from home, but I don't know every time they like to use that word. I don't like kind of that. But let's talk about the Chan team. These guys now, if there's any team people dream to be part of, if there's any dream we have from the MPFL, the Nigerian Premier Football League, if there's anything we want to talk about the NWFL, the Nigerian Women Football League, they want to play, they want to be integrated. NWFL, the Nigerian Women Football League, they want to play, they want to be integrated into the national team. So it's like a mission for them. MPFL players, some of them, they've seen how the clubs can be in Nigeria. If you're not playing club style football on the European scene, nobody's looking at you. So some of them will better go to Latvia, a country like Latvia, Bulgaria. No disrespect to these countries, just to see that they get themselves integrated to the national team. But now, let's talk about the Chan team. One thing I wanted to get involved in, the part where Sheikh Diko, NSC chairman, Ibrahim Muzoguzo, the NFF president, they said he would be in charge of the supervisory role. He's the head coach, but he will not be doing this one with them. He will just be supervising the job, while Daniel Ogumodede and Fidelis will be doing the job, no doubt, because he does not know this. These players are new to him. But I'm asking you, what are the possibilities of these our players in the league being part of the national team? How many of them will be involved in the Afcon coming up? Will this new coach be able to, acclimatize, go back to the nitty-gritty, get them together and make some mark for the MPFL players? Not be to play champ with the team. See, the only good thing about that team is that they call them Super Eagles. But that B waiting for the front, I don't like them. They are B team, we know. So that B team is differentiated from the Super Eagles. So what is the aim? How would this man reintegrate some of these players to the national team?
Easy. I like this move, bro. I will not lie.
Okay.
This move. Because if you remember, this is what I've been calling out for a manager who will be able to bring our local players into the national team.
Okay.
So just for the fact that the NFF has given him a supervisory role, that's he can come and watch them. He can also choose from these players and bring them into the national team. So this is a move that I will applaud. Now the thing is, it's now on theirs to prove themselves, because, like you said, we will rather pick those guys in Europe over the guys in our national league. And that's because of the names they've made for themselves. That's just the names they've made for themselves. That's why we are picking them over in our national league. But if these guys in the national league now and put them during or championship, I do think that they stand a chance at making it into the national team. At least it will create a bit of competition. That, for me, it's all about the competition that it will create in that national team. Because you see some of these our local players, they give everything, they leave everything on the field. Then when you call our national players, that is just it. It will motivate even those big names. Forget even those big names. It will motivate them, that because they will see that a local player is fighting for their shirts, is fighting for their position. So this is, to me, I see this as good all round. And yeah, another thing that I like is that he does not manage the team directly. The people who have the three coaches who are already there, they still continue their job. His job is to supervise, give tips if he has.
Okay, so you think there's
So
hope
this
for these
is
players? You think there's hope for our
I
players to make it to the Nations Cup,
to the
local
national
players?
team. I do. I do think there's maybe not to the Afcon,
I mean, the
but
Afcon is
maybe
The
to
Afcon is the
to the World
closest.
Cup.
The Afcon, no,
Yes.
let them go to Afcon first. You can't go to the World Cup because be part of the. If you say if you're not in the Afcon, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Look,
They should be
see,
part of
another
the
thing, yeah,
Afcon.
another. I think that maybe 2 or 3 players might join the national team
Harry, not be to
to
join.
the
No, go there,
Afcon.
go there, hold down, they watch match. Oh, would they get? I mean, 2013,
Would they get minutes?
Obabuna was in the local league. Sunday back got.
Yeah.
I mean, the first round, the first game.
70 minutes. We have tired players on pitch, which has that decision to bring in those guys on the bench, those our local guys, to make an impact. And another thing, like, if those come in at the time, make an impact, we go, show themselves. Yeah, they've bought themselves they've bought themselves a free space in the head of the coach for the next game.
Okay, so
So
there
they
is
have to
hope.
come in and prove themselves. They are not
Okay.
just going to come in and display somebody that's in there.
Harry, what is the difference between Eric meeting the team B and meeting the main Super Eagles? Is there any difference? I know he's going to meet them, but I want to hear from you. You be analyst, Abi. What's the difference of? Tell me, what difference does it make? I know he's going to meet them. Some say go and meet them one after. I don't know how he wants to do it, but he has met with the Super Eagles team B before he would be meeting, because these guys are at club level before he meets the big boys. So what will be the difference for him personally meeting the new ones, the big names in quotes, after he has met the team B?
Look, the difference is that A and B. That's the difference.
The difference is what?
The difference is in that Super Eagles A and Super Eagles B. That's the difference. Now, yeah, as human beings in general, you're supposed to treat everyone equally.
Yeah.
And as a new coach that you've watched Nigeria play, you've seen what we can do. You've gone and you've met our Super Eagles team B, and hopefully he has watched them train. Yeah. He's supposed to treat everyone equally because he's going to be managing everybody in a big bracket. Let me put it in a big bracket.
Let me ask you, is there any Super Eagles player now that has an automatic shirt for you? Because I want to talk about one player now. Is there any player that's okay? No, not that has. Is there any Super Eagles player that is supposed to have an automatic shirt now with the new coach arrival? Nwabali, Stanley Nwabali. Okay,
yes.
Now let's talk about one man in the
Nwabali.
news. Let's talk about one man. Sadiq Umar, who joined Valencia on loan from Real Sociedad in January, netted his goal, the second goal with 12 minutes remaining. His strike sealed the win after an earlier own goal by Francisco Carmona and had given Valencia the lead. Now I'm talking about Sadiq Umar. The Nigerian international finished brilliantly after a precise assist from Sergio Canos, set him up for the goal. Sadiq had earlier come close to scoring in the 65th minute when his effort struck the post. He started the match and was later substituted for Pablo Lopez after his impressive contribution, which ensured Valencia progressed to the next round of the competition in the Copa del Rey. Now, moving on, Sadiq joined Real Sociedad in the summer of 2022 following an impressive spell with Almeria, a signing contract that runs until the end of 2027-2028. Now, away from Sadiq Umar's goal, such player, Harry, there's a question now to you. We know he suffered an anterior cruciate ligament injury, which I don't even pray for my enemy. It's a bad one in football. You see, ACL, it's now happening. See, players are going on injury. ACL is so bad. It's like the recent, or let's use the word, the most of them now, of injuries. ACL, anterior cruciate ligament. So it's not easy for you to go on with an ACL and come back and remain same. It's very hard. But Sadiq Umar, let's look at him. I know I'm asking a question because these are kind of players who should be putting on a fight for Victor Osimhen. Sadiq Umar, do you see a Éric Chelle, I'm just asking, getting a call up under this new coach? That's one. What should be the criteria of Éric Chelle in bringing in new players? Éric Chelle made a good move. What he did, I like it, amazing. He made a move away from where? From Sociedad. He might be on loan, but he wants to get to play because Oyarzabal, they give him a chance. Now, so Eric inviting Éric Chelle, what should be the criteria of inviting players? Because we know, you know, no lie, Osimhen is our number one. I will talk about Awoniyi after this. Osimhen, okay, let me even talk about Awoniyi immediately before I get to you. Now, that's the Forest stance. West Ham rekindle, West Ham wanting to sign Taiwo Awoniyi, the Super Eagles player. But Taiwo Awoniyi is 27 and he has fallen short. He's fallen down the pecking order of the City ground, largely due to the red-hot form of Kiwi striker, talking about Chris Wood. West Ham, on the other hand, has, you know, they spent fortune of play. I mean, last summer, bringing in players like Somerville, Niklas Füllkrug, but none of them have been able to impress so far, as the Hammers are currently 14th in the English Premier League table. Okay, now to make things worse, the London-based side have been struck with injury woes. Two of their main goal threats, Gerard Bowen and Mikel Antonio, will mostly likely not feature again this season, after they both suffered fractures in their legs in a bid to reinforce their attack. The new coach, Graham Potter, his side are looking to bring Taiwo Awoniyi to the club as reported by West Ham. But according to Sky Sports News, a correspondent named Rob Dorset, he's confirmed that Nottingham Forest will not allow Awoniyi leave the ground. He will leave the City ground this month, except they have a replacement coming in. Good one for club side. But Sky Sports also reports saying Nottingham Forest won't allow him leave. So I bring it back to the national team because we know Awoniyi has scored one goal. One goal in 15 games for Forest across all competition this season. Their manager, Nuno Espirito Santo, has been very meticulous with the playing time of the former Union Berlin striker due to his history with recurring groin problems. It's just they get injury. Now, these two players I talked about, Taiwo Awoniyi, Éric Chelle, leave Boniface for now. These two guys are supposed to be a threat to Victor Osimhen. But can I even tell you, anytime I sleep and I wake and I think about the Super Eagles front four, the guy who starts for me, I will just say Osimhen. How would this man, Éric Chelle, get to reintegrate some of these players to put a fight to Osimhen? Because there's another try.
Kizzy, so first of all, yeah, I want to applaud Éric Chelle for his move. It's the right move, yeah.
Yeah.
He gets the playing time that he needs, and he gets to get his form will come back, definitely.
His form will come back.
When you're talking, yeah, his form, yeah, because Kizzy, we need him to do it consistently. It's not just to score one goal.
Okay, that's funny though.
Because remember that in his debuts for Real Sociedad, he also scored.
Yeah.
So this is not the one that he will score one now and then he will get injured. We never pray for any player to get injured.
Yeah, true.
But we need him to do it consistently. Now, for me, the criteria will be the playing time, first of all. That playing time by your club.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how fit are you? Are you fit enough? Because yeah, if you're not fit enough, you cannot wear that Nigerian shirt. That shirt will weigh you down. Because even if you don't perform on the field, Nigerians will come after you. You know how it is.
That's what they do. We like her. Now I walk.
Now I walk, guys. So the playing time, how physically capable are you? And then I will also consider the number of goals you have scored or the number of chances you have created.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let me ask you. Not lie, not lie. Although it looks like an impossible thing, I'm just saying. If Éric Chelle, because that's something people always say, they always use the word saying, he had actually a national team player. This one, they will point it. See, they say they are national team players. Me, I don't even know what that means. We've seen managers coming alive in big moments, and the words they always say is, If you're not getting start at your club sides, you're not going to be called to the national team. That's one. Secondly, some will say, if you're not getting start, but you're part of the team. I'll give you an example of a player who is like Leandro Trossard of Arsenal. He's not in the first team, but he's getting playing time. So you can justify that one. Let me ask you, if Taiwo Awoniyi is scoring a lot of goals, because it's so bad to see him score 1 goal in 15 games across all competition. Goodness me, who does that? I will not call you me. If I be coach, I will not call you. I will never know he's existing. If I may not think for a day for third, or for, I don't care. But let's be realistic. If Taiwo Awoniyi is scoring a lot of goals, what's the name of that my guy? Ciro Deza. I like that boy. I don't know why they know what call him, but Sekufi call him. Ciro Deza is scoring goals. Umar is scoring goals. They are firing on all cylinders. I know Sime. No can score plenty goal. Nations Cup can't reach or World Cup. Can they drop Osimhen? Can it be dropped?
Why not?
What?
Why not?
Really? Who will do the job?
Yes.
Who won't drop him? This new coach. If he drop him, if Osimhen is not scoring
Why
goals.
would he drop Kizzy? Like I said, yeah. First of all, your goal scoring ability matters. You know, say you get when players know they do on form. So if it is the time that we need to play and he's not on form, why are you calling him? You want to use him for practice? Do you want to use the World Cup as practice to rekindle his form? That's something that he should work on. Yeah. So if at that time we have, let's say maybe Awoniyi moves to West Ham and he's firing on all cylinders, Sadiq Omar is firing on all cylinders, then let's say Boniface is firing, and then Osimhen, we have Osimhen that is misfiring.
Okay.
Yeah. Why would you leave the people who are scoring the goals that you need to win the games? Yeah, and you're picking someone who is not in form.
Okay.
That's just my simple question. So, as a coach, if it's not working, it's not working. Let him sit it out, and then regain his form and join back the team, and you call him back.
Okay. Let's see how that goes. Let's see if that will be possible. I don't know if we can ever have that kind of a coach that would take this decision. If there's anything about a good coach, world-class coach, they should be very decisive, and decisive is key in the national team. But we go on a quick break. When we return, I will tell you more. The first of them, transparency. Maybe the NFF are trying to change now. NFF President reveals the details of Éric Chelle's contract. Please don't go anywhere. I'll be back shortly to tell you more. Stay with us.
Victor, you're the second all-time Super Eagles scorer with 23 goals. I mean, you have the chance of being the all-time. Do you think about this?
No, I don't. I really don't care about this. You know, I just want to do my job and try to win games, score goals, do a lot of assists for my team. And then if I equal it, I equal it. If I surpass it, I surpass it. But that doesn't take away that Rashidi Yekini is the greatest striker the Super Eagles have ever had, because this record stood for a very, very long time, and it's still standing. So I think we should really give that man his flower and also celebrate him.
All right, thank you so much, Victor.
Who was your idol growing up?
Ronaldinho.
Who's the best player you've ever played with?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who's the best Chelsea player in Premier League history?
There's too many legends. There's quite a few players I could choose, but just for the game, I repeat, just for the game, I would probably go for Didier Drogba.
Who is the most skillful player that you've seen play?
Neymar.
Who has been your favourite winger to watch in the Premier League?
I'll probably say Eden Hazard.
Who's the best dribbler in Premier League history?
If I had to choose one, Thierry Henry.
Who's the first teammate you'd want on your team during training?
Cole Palmer.
Who's the hardest defender you've played against?
Kyle Walker.
Cristiano Ronaldo or Ronaldinho?
I would have to say Cristiano, just because of how much he's won in the game.
Neymar or Didier Drogba?
Neymar.
Thierry Henry or Eden Hazard?
Thierry.
Kyle Walker or Cole Palmer?
Cole Palmer.
Cristiano Ronaldo or Neymar?
Cristiano.
Thierry Henry. Cole Palmer.
Okay, so that's like a personal, like a personal, you choose what you want for yourself, because if you go out on the street and you're asking people questions like, who is your greatest of all time? Some will tell you Pele, some won't say Maradona, some want to say Messi, but if you look at all of this things, that's so big because Pele himself won a lot of World Cup, like 3 World Cup, that's big. Messi just won 1. So if you're telling me Pele is your greatest of all time, kudos to you. If you're saying Messi, not bad either. I mean, good one. But let's bring it back. So if I ask you, who is your best football federation, will you tell me NFF? At this point in time, it feels like they want to do it right. You know. Let's talk about this one. I call it transparency. No, or don't you want to know about the details? Henry, you know or no? Eh?
I want to know now.
You want to know. Now, President of the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, Ibrahim Muzokuzo, has disclosed details of newly appointed Super Eagles coach Éric Chelle's contract while explaining the rationale behind selecting the Franco-Malian tactician as the Nigerian head coach. Moving on, speaking during Chelle's official unveiling on Monday, Guzau highlighted the federation's focus on appointing a coach with a deep, outstanding. Éric is here to work. I don't want to assure all Nigerians that if Éric can give us what happened in Mali, by the grace of God, we are going to the World Cup. Do you understand what he's trying to say? He said he's trying to let us know if he, he did well with the Malian side. And he said, we want somebody that understands the mentality of African football, and Éric is here, and by the grace of God, he will give us the result. Henry, see, God is the greatest too, but again, I bring a con here, Itoha. I can't have a radio, we talk on. I asked her, I said, this statement by His Excellency Gusau, are you happy with it? You know what she told me? He said, anybody that is talking to me and putting by the grace of God too much, he said, I'm not going to trust him. And our NFF president likes to use that one, so now he own. And because I know God is the greatest. But he said again, the NFF president further appealed for the support of football enthusiasts across the country, while assuring that both the federation and the government will back Éric Chelle with the necessary resources to succeed. And he said, the only thing I want from all of the stakeholders in Nigeria, let us support him. I know we are at the NFF and the sport commissions, and we are here and we are ready to give him all the required job. Regarding the specifics of Chelle's contract, Gusau confirmed it's a 2-year deal. So, may not go testing our 7 years or no. See, do you know why this is like a thanksgiving? It's like a thanksgiving in a church. It's like a testimony in a crusade ground. Do you know why? I cannot recall the last time we had a coach and it was stated in the beginning that this contract is like this. That's how we're going to talk. We need to keep talking. We need to keep talking, because if we don't talk, then we'll just be down the pecking order. 2-year contracts with the possibilities of a 1-year extension. You don't see that? So for Nigeria, we don't get option to increase. What do we see for club side? With an option to, in the suite. We don't see that for Nigeria. It's getting better. The duration of the contract is 2 years, and with a privilege of an additional 1 year if he qualifies us for the World Cup. In other words, it means if we don't qualify us for the World Cup, now his immediate focus will be guiding Nigeria through the ongoing 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. His first major test will be Nigeria double-header against those people who are not the year word. Rwanda. You see Rwanda? I fear them. You see Rwanda? I don't know. African countries, if you get drawn at home here, our best stadium in Uyo, Henry, it is a sign of transparency. The thing we've been waiting for, because let me even talk from Éric Chelle's side. Do you know why I love this man you have on your screen? Do you know why I'm a very big fan of this man? I'll tell you. The Mali president came out to say, when he left the job, I don't even know. Do you know what this man was doing in Mali? Go and find out, make research about this. See, this man don't know what they call big name. Unless in Nigeria, won't come bend. Because him in Mali, if he's a disciplinarian, I call him like the Westerhoff star. It's enough. Is this a sign of transparency? Because even the video where we say for behind the scene, they do, you're not sure. Tell me.
Like I said, yeah, let's give them a benefit of the doubt.
Éric, this benefit of the doubt, are they, tell me, tell me what you think.
See, you get one way you talk, oh.
Yeah.
Say, when you been the talk, say, Gusau that they are employing him to come and work and do what he did in Mali. That by the grace of God, we will qualify for World Cup.
Yeah.
Guy, it's not grace of God that will take us to World Cup, oh.
I
don't know what. Yeah, but it's true now. Not the grace of God will play the match. See, I like the fact that they've come out to tell us is an option to extend. See, today, yeah, my mouth is just full of praise for NFF because everything they've done in this past few weeks, they have come out to state this is how it is. It's not now. It's not in a year plus now. We'll have someone coming out to tell us that, oh, the contract they gave him, no one knows. Now, NFF has come out to state it categorically that he has a 2-year contract, plus an option to extend. If he does not qualify for the World Cup, then he can review his contract.
So if you don't qualify for World Cup, no sack him.
If you don't qualify for the World Cup, when I go sack him?
Not be you, NFF go sack him.
NFF, I don't think they will.
Let me even ask this question. Must we go to the World Cup? Can we qualify? We don't go Afcon now. If we don't go to the World Cup, what will happen? If we don't go to the World Cup, will you blame this coach?
No, I will not blame this coach, not at all. If we don't go to the World Cup, I will blame the NFF.
Now you know.
No, that's why when you ask if they will sack him, that's why I'm telling you that I don't think so, because the fault is originating from the NFF, not the manager.
Okay.
They've had all the time in the world to get this man into the job. Now they are doing it rush hour as normal, as usual.
As normal. See, you don't do. If I leave you sound sweet today. You sound good. If that's it, don't do. You won't start to spoil them now. As usual, your mouth. Thank you so much, Henry. Thank you so much. Man, leave you made to go. Your man, I don't know what you get in stock inside. You want to release something like Unleash the Dragon like 6